What is going on tonight? Arctic Tough here. Here with some Seaside Bombers online connector franchise week 18 action, and it looks like it's going to be another one of those games. We've had a lot of say knock them down, fight them out battles this season. This one should be one of the games, the best games that we had to conclude the season. So we're currently in fourth seed. I feel that if we win this week and the Cowboys lose, we will take that seed. We should take bump up. I do want to get into that fourth seed, so I at least make it to the divisional round. Because that's what I want. My goal is to win the Super Bowl, obviously, but I think that making it to the divisional round, the NFC Championship would be the next best thing, because we know we're almost there. So let's see what we got going on. Already looked at playoff picture, but just go back and make sure. So I've beaten every team on here except for the well, I didn't beat Carolina, so I only beat the top two teams. Every other team that I've got utterly destroyed. So what I'm gonna look at here, this game really means something. Also, it was pointed out to me that this may be another important game for another reason. Kyler Murray is approaching the single season record. It looks like if I may compare it to the Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire home run race, this could be it. Who's going to break Peyton Manning's single season record of 5,477 yards, which there should be an asterisk next to either one of our names. I'm not going to go out and my game plan is not going to change. I'm going to go out and still try to pound the ball on the ground. But if I do happen to break it, that'd be awesome. There should be an asterisk because this is the 17th or the 18th game of the season. So, and Peyton Manning did that in 17, which is just crazy. Looking at other stats, we do need to spread the ball out a little bit this game so some players hit their goals. Kirk needs 3 receptions, Hop needs 2, Moore needs 7, and Ertz already hit his, but he needs 10. But I'm not going to try to. That would be unrealistic to get him 10 against this team, especially when I'm going to need some other things later in the playoffs. So, not scouting now. Let's do our weekly strategy. All right, so Seattle likes to run, and they like to run, and they like to run some more. So because of my history playing this team over and over and over again, I'm fully expected to run. That I'm not afraid of their receivers. I think I could play them actually in base the entire game. They don't have any athletes. I did that the last time, and did fairly well. Blitz counter. Play zone. That'll work. Uh, and 1 second. All right, so the weekly game plan, we want to control the ball on the field. They're not very turnover based. So let's start with what they want us. They want us to get 450 yards of offense. So that's okay. We can divvy up the how we want. Want to be up by 9 at halftime. Let's do rush for 150. Then that commits me more to the ground game, and I want more of those chunk of the 450 to come from the run game, because I want to kind of shorten the game and make it so that they are limit the number of explosive plays and possessions that they have, and don't allow rush TD. I don't think that's gonna work. I want to get a sack. Yep, sack. And then this will be even more cemented in there. Let's get home. And they're gonna get Buddha actually in here because he's about to there. Let's start. Right, no injuries, let's go. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm actually kind of nervous. Let's see what players we got to upgrade. Sean Lawrence. Let's stop her. Power rusher. Oh, okay. All right, so nice little update there. Let's get into gameplay. You know, it's been a while since I've played. For y'all, a couple days, so let's get in here. We're gonna close it out in all black. Oh, not the away team. There we go.
Coming up, it's an NFC West battle as we'll see the Cardinals host the Seahawks. Arizona needs a win to split the series for the third straight year. It's the close of the regular season, and it's next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the big leg of
son of a gun, I missed
ready
it.
to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense, and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him
All
to
right.
win.
I'm gonna play over the top shade. I'm really not worried about their passing game until they make me worried.
After the play fake to Carson. And his first look is incomplete.
There we go.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of the long season, Week 18, which we don't say very
It's our
often.
first ever
This
Week
is not
18.
the first Week 18 that the
For
NFL
me.
has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That's
Remember,
bull.
these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming
We
out
actually
on top.
went
So a
to
win here in Arizona
Seattle,
will give them the season sweep.
Ball
up to the 35
and we
now
took
as
care
they
of
come
business
up
up
on
there.
1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
It's
That's the
not
situation where in a
that
defender's
bad.
mind, you just have to pick a point on the football
We're
field
okay.
and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint
We're
full
okay.
out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works.
Maybe
sometimes
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't,
have
but he
to
had play
play-
diagnosed perfectly there.
And if you look at the
Play
next gen
in
stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21
my,
miles an hour. So now
my
the
big
big
sets.
play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson, shrugs him off. And he'll go down.
All right, so we looks like we're gonna have to gang tackle for sure.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
All right.
Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches
it
it
was on
early,
me.
gets involved in the
Touchdown! DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
All right.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Never lose on the
So
first
that
drive.
6 plays,
We're fine.
75 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. On the return, Andy Isabella. Oh, a good return.
Oh,
up
come
past
on.
the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain.
I'm going to destroy them because of that wide 9.
These two division rivals, the schedule
I hit them with that trap.
Second half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in week 11, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
Ooh.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So
there we go. Trap. All right.
To hold them under
Trap
20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That throw's not going to get him a whole lot.
I really rather prefer to run.
Picked up the first down, and
because it's easier to kind of control the variables.
And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the
Oh, I thought it was good.
Kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here.
But
that goes for 14 yards.
I've given up on the run so early in the game many times. That's why I have so many passing yards. And I shouldn't have. I think back to it.
Now it's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback?
Yeah, I don't know how I won the last game.
Open before you deliver.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting
Not
report on these
needed.
DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Murray now to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking
There it is.
An eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's
there we go.
End zone touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
There we go. Good response. That's what we needed.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
I'm going to try to put this in the corner. I have Andy Isabella. Okay, so I thought the wind. I keep getting confused and forgetting that this isn't Madden 21, but the kick is reversed.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field.
But if it's the right wind, it will skip, and
just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
It's like a zero return.
Loose again and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Wilson on first down. Short throw to Disley, powering forward, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And
Jesus, guys, let's go.
But not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we
Come
saw
on,
that
Isaiah.
this week, didn't we?
Jesus,
Talking
and I'm
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, for Chris Carson, I mean, he is a powerfully built back, and using that size and strength there to good advantage as he shakes free of a would-be tackler.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Isabella. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line.
The fuck was happening there? But it tried to take me to like some wonderland.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team.
There we go. Good block.
That they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the
they're hitting hard, man. Good, I like competition, but man.
Down Arizona, where if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on #1.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
All right.
Play fake. Murray.
They're so good at keeping that edge, man.
The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
See if I can't get it.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check. Lucky. He's checking. Big Ace open.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
All right. Big 1st down. What are we going to do? Big 3rd down. Four seconds. Verticals.
I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 27.
Murray now.
There you go.
Catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back in business.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up.
Oh, I was getting ready to truck my arms.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray on the move to his left.
Ooh, they got me.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
I think I got him here with this too.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
To throw, it's Murray.
Oh, it was there too. Jesus, I missed it.
Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
I missed it. It was there.
Gets the sack. And on that one,
I didn't feel protected at all. Oh my lord. I need to just wait and rip it right here. Rip it. That would have been tight. Okay, so 2 high shallow, 1 more.
Leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
There we go.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
We need that.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground.
There we go.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A second down pass
Let's go.
there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Corey Peters.
That's what I'm talking about.
Loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I think most
Good
quarterbacks
shit.
would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from
Go
deep
get
in
it,
his
go
own
get it.
end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out.
Wow.
And this is a good kick. Here's more on the return. A nice little juke. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards
There we
on
go.
1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside.
I don't have any problem
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make
taking
sure you're back.
my time.
You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
What you got? 56 to Mike. 56. Sure. 3 buzz. Check hot route. Hot. 56 to Mike. 1, 2, 1.
To throw is Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondell.
There we go.
And that'll
First
wind up
down.
moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Murray to Moore, 1st down, Arizona.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Mike 54. Time to go right now. 2, 2, 1.
On 1st and 10 is Connor.
There we go.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Exit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, watch your lane. Big ass. Sure. Come back.
Now Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Here's Murray. Caught on the slant. And the
Had a
Cardinals
kid
get
D
on
Hop.
1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Oh, no.
Steps away to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Murray a give
There
to
we go.
Edmonds on the option. And he fights his way in. Not giving
There we
it
go.
up. And it's a
Good drive.
touchdown.
Good job.
Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 9-play drive.
All right, we need to stop. This is what we need.
Touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Wilson.
Oh. Get the ball. Good deal. Good deal.
And it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers.
Get home,
as much
guys.
as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson.
Whatever,
He's
dude.
got room to run, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
I hate that you can't
74 yards
tackle
rushing
him.
For him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Second
There we
quarter,
go.
2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, no.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would
That's
say
so
what we
horrible.
just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Isabella not going to risk a return.
I wonder
here. They'll start at
if
the
the reason
25.
my defense is so
James Conner now as he trots
horrible
back onto the field. He's been good.
is
They've
'cause
utilized him well,
my-
but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they
I
change
chose
offensively?
I
to
think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe
choose
swing the ball
a
to him.
game
What's that
plan
they used to call it, the
that,
West
well,
Coast
I didn't
offense, the
choose. I
long
was
handoff.
told to be
Serve as your
get
running play
450
that way,
yards
as well as continue to
of
feed him the football.
offense.
Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right,
Throw here complete into the hands
and that's
of
why I'm
Burks.
tagging him.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I'll get you a ball right here.
Murray going to throw.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see
Wow.
at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
Now the Seahawks
Come on,
going to use
guys.
the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I
It
think he
sucks.
was
I
trying
gotta
to take
stay
that
in this
from
package to stop the
Great
run.
with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
I won.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself
So,
into range. That way, if your
yep,
drive stalls
that's what happened.
You're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
26 seconds, 3 timeouts.
Half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Now the Cardinals going to get the football
They
one
know I
final
have to
time
pass
here in
it.
this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. 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 Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Hey, I'm
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
There you go.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there.
All right, so let's see if this play
They'll come
works.
up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds.
3
but not
timeouts.
before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels.
right,
He's
we're
trying to
in
continue to
field
gain
goal
as
range.
many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Do what we don't need to be.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for counter.
All right, we got one shot at the end
Around
zone.
the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Oh,
Right there. 56. Squeeze, double. Like 56.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds
they got
left
me
in
on
the
that.
first half.
There we
Prater's
go.
kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Lions finish off a dreadful campaign with another loss. They could muster just 1 win all season, 1-16, as they get ready for big changes ahead. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Raiders trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
that dude's like low-key talking
Here's a
shit.
look at the next-gen stats in that
I
first
like
half,
it.
and they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the 2nd half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no
You know,
shortage
I'm
of action
down,
in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown
7.
calls, so
I'm not
we'll see how
really
much voice I have left for the 2nd half here.
afraid,
And
like,
this will be a
worried
touchback,
right
no
now.
return from Isabella. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get
I'm gonna come
set
and
to
run my
start this
offense.
3rd
That's what I'm gonna do.
They do trail,
Just run my
but they have a
offense.
chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them.
A
Because
little
is
bit
it
of
gonna win the
urgency, but
game?
I don't need to be,
No,
like,
but you have to do
throw the
something
ball every
to bring
play.
some life to your sideline.
Watch the screen. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Chance. 49.
I don't have the numbers, but I don't want to waste the time out.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battle Cardinals at the line of scrimmage left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Get that quarterback. And all.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got the hook up
Come
to
on,
Moore.
Rondell.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
I'm gonna come with that same look because they bid on it and hit it back with a zig route.
Again, he finds Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch
What
the
the
ball. I think
fuck
we
was
just saw
that?
there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive
I'm gonna
line
just
to
run,
so
hop
they give him
off.
any space. He realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Out to his left.
There we
And
go.
he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of
That's when
downs.
I'm open to that side, and it's just easy to take that crease.
He better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You gonna take that wide angle.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Weird shit happened with the
Well, that's not a run that's going to make
with the
any of highlight
controls.
tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Eight yards to go on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Oh no.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Murray now to throw. That's caught on the
There
left
we
side
go.
by Kirk.
That's all we
And he's
want.
going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's all we want.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 down. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Root right.
Now Murray again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That's
There we
good
go.
recognition on that play to hold them to
I'm
no
gonna come
gain.
back with
They'll
the
wind up getting 7 on the completion,
Ertz
but they'll still
special.
be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
but I
Calm
want
down,
it to
look for me
be
there, partner. I think we're on the same page on
the
that one.
backup.
Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a
There you
little
go.
more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Single receiver. Hey, watch that.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Stephon Sullivan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
All right.
So that drive spans 13 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
0-0.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
There we go.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll begin the drive.
I was there. Come on
he
now.
can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's
My Spidey senses were tingling at the beginning of that play. Like there's something going on.
That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Going up top for Miller.
He stopped running.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Keep pushing that rock.
It's
gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get it.
And they will not get a chance to
It's our
return
way.
this one as
It's gonna come.
for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead.
This
with the
drive.
matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now.
There we
Can
go.
they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
There we
Solid
go.
way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll fake it to Kyle. Connor. Now Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
So that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Edmonds a first down and more.
There we go.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now Edmonds. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this will be stopped.
And then we're going to come back. Yeah, buddy.
7 yards. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
It was there. I saw it late.
Face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's
Last
1st and 10.
quarter of this season.
Check the backer.
Now a give to Edmonds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's
I don't think I
2nd and 5.
dominate anything.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Come on. 56, Mike, 56. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
That's not going to work.
56 is two. 56 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I forgot that that was an option to run it. I should have ran it with Ertz on that side, but you live and you learn, you know.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Shotgun now for Murray.
There we go.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Wide. Get wide.
On first down, Edmonds stops short of the
Was looking
25.
for a
The
screen.
second effort couldn't free him. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 52.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to have a first
they shut
down
it down.
as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
They're gonna keep doing that. Where's my trap?
Breaking that one big. All I thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now Murray off play action. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from the tie football game.
Now, I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Prater on to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback.
They can pretty much do what they want right now, which they have been all game. But
and I know that they've double teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing,
I mean, their whole playbook is still open.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Now he's forced out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Wilson.
Oh, and I forgot to pick up my assignment. Jesus.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks answer back.
Jesus, I thought I was in a spy. I was thinking of my next play that I was going to run. Because I was like, I'm going to automatically get pressure on this. Because I knew I was bringing more. And the play when it started by alignment, I thought it was slants. They got me on that.
There's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins.
All right, so I haven't been passing because I don't want to just go crazy.
To throw, it's Murray.
I don't want to get him hurt neither.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I don't want to get hits like that, man.
You know, on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Hey, 56.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
There we go.
Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Murray now on first down.
Yeah.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly
were,
nice
man.
Read on your part.
Jesus.
Sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Jesus. That was horrible, man. It was so horrible.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Wilson.
Where did it?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's it, baby.
I totally just got pushed.
2nd down and 3.
Yeah, I was getting blocked.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Oh, no,
Get it.
He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Get home, guys.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete.
All right.
Big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 40-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
All right. 96 big ones here.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple.
There we
They need
go.
to
Get
find
out.
the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll be out of bounds up past the
Let's go.
10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them.
I think this is going to be a
And
big
thank the
hitter
guys
for us
on
right
D.
here. It is.
Throwing again on second down.
They didn't carry it.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
Wow.
Dangerous throw there as that's knocked
That was
down
real
and
close.
incomplete.
That was close. Very, very, almost too close for me.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
I got him. Mike 56.
Throwing again, Murray.
Watch your slant.
There we go.
The left side complete. That's Hopkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
I want to make it known on this drive. I don't want them to think that I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm not going to run. Nah, bitch, you got to play the run, and they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there
Not
because that was one to take time off the clock.
crazy
Get them
rushed.
closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Murray to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's
I got
Hurts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
I'm going to clear them out.
To throw is Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. It's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score.
Let's go.
And now the extra point can
Let's go.
tie this thing up in the final minute. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Prater to add the PAT.
Oh, no. Okay.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
All right.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. And that'll carry
We need
over
one
back
stop.
out of the
We
end
need
zone
one
for a
quick
touchback.
stop.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game.
Oh, no. Someone's free.
I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he will get out of bounds
Fuck,
here to
man.
stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe
Jesus
7.
criminy, dude.
There's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run again with Carson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
No
way. He missed it. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
Highly disappointing. So disappointing. Oh, man. So that means we more than likely will not win the West. What about the NFC though? Oh, we're locked. Okay, so we'll make the playoffs. This is where we're gonna be. Huh. I forgot where I was. But yeah. Boom, boom, boom. That was a very upsetting game. But still finished above 500. I think we achieved all of our goals for the season. Unintentionally through all my games. I think I have the new season I do passing record, which I think Mahomes will outdo me. So he'll probably have about 300 something, which will get him out there. So not bad holding it for one moment in time. But I think actually Mahomes they play before us this week, so we would still have just been second. Anyways, see, did we hit all of our? All right. Yes. No by 1, 2. Ah. All right. At least he got his 100. 10, 10. This is the number that I want to improve next year. I need to improve. Need turnovers. And then my ground game will be even more effective. I don't think there is any change. What's going on? Down 12. Why? So there's a lot of things that we are going to be doing this off season. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen over here. I don't even think I have it set up anywhere. I do. No, I don't. I don't have it set up. I do not. But over here on the over here on my left, I do have a spreadsheet that I created. It shows what I need to do in the off season, where I need to select players, where I should select players. It's just a way to visualize the information that is on the screen. It lets me add a little bit more depth. Uh, you know, I appreciate the depth that's here, and I really do. And I think that the newness of the scouting update and wanting to compete and be perfect, and to draft that perfect athlete at the perfect position, I think that's more appealing. I know it's the same information, just delivered differently, but it doesn't feel like the same information. Obviously, the skills are different, but it actually feels like a living thing. And I can't tell you how much I've spent going between prospects and writing my own notes. So on draft day, I can be drafting and paying attention to who's coming off the board, while not having to read through all these players, excuse me, their bios, and then you know, I can just look over here and I trust myself. So that's what I'll be using. It also is showing it's showing a mock draft and how the mock draft is working. Here, let me just show you. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I will be right back with you shortly. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna make this 2 different videos, just so I can sort them better on YouTube and be able to. So my end goal is to take all of my live streams together, mold them together, and make a season's hits list, plus the games that I've recorded offline, um, and make some kind of something at the end. Instead of making weekly videos, just make like a season big production video. So something like that. And but yeah, so we will catch you back here, say about like 20-30 minutes, and we'll be getting it back on.